Friday in 2020 is an absolute fake markups and that are worse than, even though the prices are, what's really going on? Black Friday in two. Let's find out.
Bring back Black Friday. No, I'm talking about the Black Friday. You had to get up a.m. to go get in line at Kohl's. It's a deal. They went after the hour 6, all right, to go up. Y'all don't know about Black Friday, okay? Y'all don't know about.
She's wild. Like, why she started off wrong? Like, wow, Black Friday really ticked her off.
In fast-growing company.
In line though. Black Friday. This year, people so out of whack, so out of touch. They don't know what's going on. They sitting there hollering about Black Friday deals, Black Friday specials. If you don't get up out of here with that, where have you been? Especially here in America. You don't know what's been going on. You haven't been paying attention. It's the last few weeks of the year, the last 5 weeks. And people talking about Black Friday deals. They've been missing out what's been going on. They've been sleeping under a rock. Y'all heard about the new the Starbucks stuff that happened. People was going out to buy those cups, Big Finesse. They had the honey bottles emptied out, put a nice little straw on it, green and white. Sold them for like $40-$50. Then repurposed them, resold them on eBay for like thousands of dollars. It's crazy stuff going on. Like, where y'all getting this money from? We're gonna talk about that too, like where a lot of people is getting money from it. Where people's mind has been, besides the distractions that's going on in 2025, the failed leadership, this country, the Great Reset, everything that's going on. But nevertheless, this is a positive word for the day of November the 29th, 2025. Happy holidays for those of you who all just celebrated Thanksgiving. Just put up a video, or maybe not yet, but I am going to put it up. It's talking about, what does Thanksgiving mean to you? This was a video I watched. Somebody was interviewing Method Man, but he gave the mic up. He gave it to DMX so he could turn around and smoke or whatever. And DMX was like, food. It's about food, a lot of food. Eating. What else? LL Cool J was cracking up. I'm like, yeah, that's wild. But what does it mean to you though? Like, other than food, right? I don't know. It's pretty funny to me. I'm gonna share that so y'all can see it. But anyway, this is a positive word for November the 29th, 2025, Saturday. Melissa Sabado, como tu veas, going for those of you who new to my channel. Peace and blessings. Welcome to Team Angie. I'm team member Aaron Glenn, private personal consultant, also advocate for mental health awareness as well. And here we all about positive vibes, making our own way, being your own boss, live mentorship, earn while you learn. Those of you looking for making passive income online, this is the perfect place for you. I have the perfect tools for you. Business in a box, easy as coloring step by step. All you do is plug in your information, and then you go step by step from launch to profit in 7 days. Your own online business, teaching you exactly what it takes. Teach you exactly what a perfect customer is, who your perfect customer is, with master resale right products, e-courses, educational courses. All you need is cell phone, Wi-Fi, and 2 hours a day to learn a 2-hour workday strategy, learn a high-income earning skills. But anyway, nevertheless, we'll get more into that. I just dropped the newsletter as well. You can grab a copy of that and a blueprint. I sent out 2 emails. All you do is put your email into the website below to get the free blueprint copy of how to make your own online business. And also the newsletter, what we got going on and what's coming next with Team Angie. I just dropped the newsletter. I'll show you guys just a bit. Let me get back to that. Actually, I dropped a blog as well. This is it. Unlock passive income, automate your empire. For those of you who are in my email list, you will just get this shortly, or it should be in your email already in your inbox. Those of you who want to check this out, all you have to do is sign up, and these newsletters will be sending out. Um, did it send? Notify them. So yeah, this one ain't sent out yet. Y'all can see. I've put out 107 newsletters. They will be getting sent out at 9:05 a.m. So you have plenty of time to get into that newsletter in the email box. So yeah, those will be sent out at 9 a.m. And again, all you do is put your email in, and you'll get this blueprint copy, and also this newsletter. If you're looking for a challenge, strong year finish, this is for you. Yeah, nevertheless, this is the word for the day of November the 29th. Yeah, and I'll be sending out that newsletter shortly, like 6 hours. 8 a.m. Central. Let me infuse my peace into your innermost being as you sit quietly in the light of my presence. You can sense peace growing within you. This is not something that you accomplish through self discipline and willpower. It is opening yourself to receive my blessings. In this age of independence, people find it hard to acknowledge their neediness. However, I have taken you along a path that has highlighted your need for me, placing you in situations where your strengths were irrelevant and your weaknesses were glaringly evident. Through the aridity of those desert marches, I have drawn you closer and closer to myself. You have discovered flowers of peace blossoming in the most desolate places. You have learned to thank me for hard times and difficult journeys, trusting that through them I accomplish my best work. You have realized that needing me is the key to knowing me intimately, which is the gift above all gifts. This reading was inspired by the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 11, and also Isaiah chapter 40, verse 11. And let me pull it up just to see this more about this word for November the 29th. I accomplished my best work. You have learned to thank me for hard times and difficult journeys, trusting that through them I accomplished my best work. It's pretty dope, and that is the word for November the 29th. It's my and that came from Isaiah chapter 58, 11. So yeah, y'all got time to get into that newsletter if you want it. All right. So this is Isaiah 58. And the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like water garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not. This verse emphasizes God's promises of guidance, satisfaction, and provision for those who earnestly seek Him. It's pretty dope. It's a lot to think about. Ending this year as well. Like, are some of you guys ending this year with God and your plans? How this year has been for you all? I know it's been a journey, nevertheless, a roller coaster full of highs, lows, twists, and turns. Some exciting moments, some scary, some unknown. But nevertheless, we carry on, right? The marathon continues. This year, I set my goal. My goal hasn't been accomplished, but yet and still, It's in progress. How long will this goal take? I don't know, but I'll be happy when it's complete. This year, coming into 2026, I'm going to make some changes, some sacrifices, and I'm going to stay true to that throughout this year until it becomes a better habit, until I create better habits for myself. Meaning, like certain little things I can let go, smoking, drinking, the drugs, the alcohol, be thinking sober minded, creating soberly, just going throughout the year being me without running to these artificial, um, what do I call them? They're not even solutions, artificial solutions. They're not solutions at all because whenever I'm stressed, whenever I'm full of anxiety, running to drugs and alcohol doesn't change the fact that that problem is still there, that that feeling is still there, that whatever it is that's pushing me to seek those so-called solutions that have me in health problems, these are bad habits. These are things that aren't really helping me advance. They bring upon health problems, procrastination, and different things like that, right? Finances start to drain because I'm spending money on habits, spending time on habits instead of finding different ways to create solutions and finding better ways to better myself. So this is a thing that if you guys want to join me on this challenge, personal challenge, just to be sober and sobriety, daring to be different, being okay to say no, not hiding from these places like bars or people that smoke or whatever, right? But just being able to be true to myself and be um, consistent with that, being mindful of my health, being mindful of these things that I run to for solutions when I'm feeling away or whatever. It's been a long time. I smoked for a long time, like off and on, but nevertheless, it's never really just cold turkey just done with. Especially cigarettes. Those are the worst, the hardest, and I'm gonna let it go. That's one thing. With that, it take care of a lot of other things. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That'll be my New Year's resolution. Is to put down the pollution, stop the smoking, stop flooding my lungs with smoke, and just be sober. You know. Um, yeah. So that's just one thing, one personal thing. Also, to be more diligent, to be more purposeful. With my time with Christ, enjoying peace in His presence, I'll be able to do one full year. We'll start off from January. I say out this year, my goal of reading, not even reading, but just going live and growing my YouTube, really um, perfecting my craft, right? As far as digital marketing, the videos I make, the topics I talk about, the direction I'm headed in, and everything like that, right? My public image, just everything. Time to tune it up, step it up, and just be accountable. Yeah, just that's my goals for this new year. Just put some stuff down, pick some stuff up, and just keep it moving. And by the end of next year, I'll be 2 years in digital marketing and 2 years on building my YouTube channel. I'm very proud of myself for what I've been doing this year. This year I lost my TikTok page. I was monetized on that, so I was making money on TikTok, Facebook, and I'm trying to make money on YouTube. So I would have had three sources of income off of social media. I was working on my Instagram as well, but I kind of like fell off a little bit. So it's been a juggle with that. That's been my journey this year, just learning how to protect my work. I didn't see that coming. I wasn't no big TikToker or anything like that, but I was monetized. My account was professional mode. I was making money off lives and gifts and whatever, right? Same way I do on Facebook. I have a professional account. It's on professional mode and it's monetized and I get paid off of different little activities on there. I don't bring in that much from that because I don't interact and engage as much as I used to. I'm constantly evolving and growing and trying to learn how to do different things like with YouTube, right? And certain platforms I be on, certain software I use as far as like StreamYard to stream, just to keep my business automated so that I don't have to do as much, but getting more done at the same time with the time that I'm doing my work. Been learning a lot, implementing a lot, and just moving with the flow and also analyzing what I do and what I don't do. It's a few things I've stopped doing and a few things I want to get back to doing as far as like on my blogs. My energy that I had as far as when I first saw digital marketing is a stream of income as um, a stepping stone to really up my tax bracket, right? Um, some of that has drifted away. Some of that spark has gone. Some of that vision has clouded. But nevertheless, I'm starting to reinvent myself again and starting to pick up what I once lost behind and just try to get that spark back. Been learning how to do so many things with my art, turning my passions into profit. And that's kind of where I've been at. Been stuck with that, with as far as this project that I'm working on with the cryptocurrencies and these contracts, smart contracts through Ethereum, cryptocurrency. It's challenging, but it's going to be something I have down pat, a tool in my arsenal, and I'll be able to teach others as well. So this is another goal of mine next year to have these coins out in circulation in public around my birthday or before. I don't know. Hopefully before my birthday. But it would be a nice gift to do it on my birthday. Drop another coin if so. So if you guys want to embark on that journey with me as well, feel free to do so. You can contact me and drop an email and the website below. If you guys looking to turn your passions into profit, live mentorship, that's what that's about. Um, I'm creating cryptocurrency. I have take tokens. They're already approved in a contract. I have an approved contract. The thing is, I haven't been approved with the update. And the update is basically the image, the website, and the description. So that's what's in progress right now until I can get that approved. And that's the hold up. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm gonna do more blogs, kind of get more creative with it. And what's going on this next year is going to be the move. I know y'all been checking it out as far as cryptos. If you want $5 worth of free stock or crypto to learn strategies and how I do that. First, should we get the $5 in stock? Wait a couple days until it clears and sell, and then you can reinvest that money into crypto. There are plenty of coins in circulation that's under $1. And the thing about it is, you want to get them, you want to get them as much as you can. This is my strategy, and this is how a lot of other people do. They buy as much as they can, at least like the millions or at least a couple billions, depending on how much you could get. At least 1 million is cool. If not, then I advise you to try to get like a couple 100,000 because it's affordable. $20 can get you at least like 10 million coins of Peppy, Lil Peppy. Shiba coins, Bonk. These are just like three altcoins that are below $1. So it's affordable. You spend about $20. Even if you spend $5, you'll get like 2 million, 2.5. And then once they hit about 30 cents, that's like 700, probably like 300,000. These numbers is crazy. It seems so ridiculous out there, right? It seems so unreal. But this is what's happening every day with people playing in the markets, getting money out the markets. Nancy Pelosi making all them hundreds of millions. Trump got all this stuff going on, but what he is doing is him and his son, they got their own cryptocurrencies. They got WLF, is World Financial Liberty, something like that. I got a few of his tokens too. They under 20 cent. No, they probably 20 cent at the moment, but they under $1 though. That's all I can say for sure because they've been going up and down. So I got money staked right now. I'm waiting on it to clear. That's the only thing I don't like about staking too. Like depending on when you're taking the money out, sometimes you gotta wait up to 21 days and your money be frozen until then. I mean, the money froze, but it's still growing and or decreasing depending on what you got going on. Like I got some game tokens, 1inch, and they've been growing. They was like under $1 as well. I got like 62,000 1inch tokens, and I bought them at like 16 cents. So they've been going to like 16 to 20 cents, and they haven't even really reached their peak yet. The highest they begin around December 6th is like 80 cents. So that's gonna be a nice little profit. December 6th. Um, the World Financial Liberty, something like that. That basically they Trump token. He got like two tokens. Him and his son. Trump got his own Trump tokens, and then him and his son got or his family. They got the WFLI tokens. Let me see if I can pull this stuff up right quick. Matter of fact, yeah. I'll be showing y'all on my I got like 3 to 4 crypto wallets. And I'll teach y'all how to open up a crypto account, crypto wallet. Because it's nice to have money in different accounts. Like it's how you win financially, having multiple streams of income. These just different streams of income that I work on. Every time I profit, I take a little bit off, spend a little bit, or put it to where they need to go to. But nevertheless, like they all work for you. This just money sitting to the side that you working. This what the uphold look like. Let me turn this down. Then turn this up. So it's not much on here. Wait, let me see. Let me see it. Like every morning they go up because my phone about to die too. I'm trying to I think I know what to do. I'm trying to keep it on the charge at the same time. Yeah. So I'm gonna just take this off. If it died, then it is what it is. So this the little chart of what's at there. Let's just go check this out. All right, so look, as you can see, right, you see it say processing. Wait, hold on. All right, you see it say processing. That's because it's I unstaked the money. I'm still getting paid off staking though, even though it's processing back to my account and into a different. So let me show you what's happening. So once the money come back in my account, you'll see the all-time high or low or whatever, right? And then these the 1inch tokens that I was telling y'all about, 62,000 of them for $12, and it's at 17 cent. Is that? It's at 19 cent now. It's almost at 20 cent. So you might want to get in before it go up too high because this almost when it start reaching its peak. I got in at like 15 cent or whatever, but whatever, right? And then as you can see, the Atom tokens, Ethereum, and then Cardinal, and it's staking, and then it's just adding up little bit by little bit. Every Thursday they pay me. They just paid me on last Thursday for having it transfer over. But since it's on record that, and then you can see like last payout 19%. I get another payout in 5 days at 500. And then they show the last payout date, November 27th. Past activity, I earned that. So anyway, right? What's going on is I had bought. Remember, I was telling y'all about XRPs when they was finna launch publicly on the exchanges like the SP 500 and CoinDeck, and they went public on like 7 exchanges. I'm not sure all of the exchanges, but you know, like the stock market exchanges at downtown New York or whatever, right? I never been to the buildings, but where they trade stocks at, right? Anyway, that was November the 13th. So prior to that, is like I'll be telling y'all with another thing that I use, which is not on this phone, but my other phone, Robinhood. They be giving me the insights on who's going to go public before the public know, so I can be able to buy their stocks and shares of their company before they even go public. Like every month since August, I believe they've been starting to give me the insights since I've been dealing with them for a while, starting to get more and more perks. And they'll message me and be like, this company finna go public. It'll be like a week before they go. Do it be like a week? It'd be like a week, I believe. Nah, it'd be like a couple weeks. I'll say like 2 weeks because about 2 weeks. This last one, it was kind of like 2 to 3 weeks. That was a little further out. But anyway, so if let's say, just say Nike finna go public, right? Everybody already know about Nike, but everybody can buy a piece of the company of Nike and grow with them and get dividends or whatever, right? Nike finna go public, selling pieces of their company. You hear the whispers, but you're anticipating that date. You might know what date or whatever, like on January 1st. So if you're a part of certain exchanges, not exchanges, but platforms that trade through the exchanges, right? They'll start telling you, hey, you want to buy a piece, it's gonna be this price, between $5 to $10. No, it'll be like, yeah, between $5 to $9. And then you'll have to pay $12. And then when the price drop on January 1st, whatever it is, they're gonna give you the difference. Say if it was $7, then you'll get the 4 back. Or 5 back, whatever, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you get the 5 back. So, and if you did that like 20 times, then you'll get $25 because you'll pay $12 5 times. And every share that went public, and if they granted you all 5 that you wanted, you would get that extra money back. If it launched at $7 and they was telling you it was between 5 to 9, and to pay in price was 12 because you got to cover the stretch. And then it just go like that, right? So basically, you will have your shares, and then once you do go public, they'll be like, all right, we gave you this many, we gave that many, whatever. Everybody who knew about it going public before it did and bought in before it did, they gonna get some of theirs first, and then depending on how much they got left, they just get a rest on that date when it dropped. Maybe 100,000 people might be able to buy whatever they want to buy, and it'll be it. So something like that, right? And they do it like that until the shareholders, like the top dogs, want to start selling some of their shares. They might have like 70% of the company, and then they start selling like another 20 or whatever. Then the public can keep buying a little bit more or whatever, right? But that's how that works. And with these platforms, they was telling me about XRP going live the 13th. And plus, I always look into finances, so I knew that certain cryptos going to do certain things on certain dates, like October, which was a total reverse and a total flop. But what did happen was October they call it. Bitcoin reached its highest like it always do October for the past few years, except 2 times within the past 10 years. And I just found out about this because I'm still learning. But October 1st, Bitcoin reached its high for the year, and then it dropped, and everything else been dropping. But Bitcoin been picking back up, and they're still doing things. But anyway, like I was just saying, as far as what I just showed you on this phone, on the 13th, XRP hit a high. It was like 260. So I had cashed out right then and there, and I sold all those into game tokens. And then since I had the XRP staked, it unstaked and bought into those tokens that I showed y'all. But they didn't unlock the money because the staking period not over with. So I'm still getting paid off of everything that I had attached to those XRP tokens that I unstaked and bought when I did that like 2 weeks ago. And I'm glad I did that because XRP ended up going down, and I made that money that I made off of it, and I put it into cheaper tokens. And those cheaper tokens have been holding steady on a higher price that I didn't bought in. And like I just showed y'all, those 1 inch tokens, I bought 62 of them at 15 cents, and they're now at 19 cents. And it's showing, but it's not showing because it's still in limbo. It's still getting money off of those XRP stuff and those Atom tokens. And every other one I showed you is the Cardinal, the Atom, the Ethereum, and I think that's it. I had another one too, but I'm not sure. But I'm getting paid partials off of those because it ain't showing in it ain't gonna show until that unstaking period over with. That's why I'm getting paid partials of that and not the whole thing. But it's kind of dope though. Like my money's sitting, but it's making money every Thursday for sitting and just for owning crypto. And that's the way that people getting rich because they don't stay the same price. Like Bitcoin had its time. Every time people like, oh, it ain't gonna do nothing, and then they miss out. Next thing you know, it's doing way more than what you thought it would do. It only gonna keep getting bigger and bigger, and more and more expensive. Just like anything and everything in all businesses, they have their good times, they have their bad times. This is my first year doing YouTube, one full year. Like I said, throughout these 52 weeks, I probably missed like 7 days going live, but I backtracked and end up like trying to put something out, like it 3 times a day or whatever. More than likely, that probably didn't cover it up for the times that I did miss. But nevertheless, from doing so, staying true to my word from the beginning of this year, trying my hardest, I've put out 1,000 videos. So, I mean, can't complain about that, right? It only takes one video to pop, and then everybody can start enjoying my catalog. You have multiple videos to check out. I got movies. So I'm proud of that. Next year I have another 1,000 videos. I probably made way more than that, but I'm pretty sure that, not to be too boastful, I have done about since the end of last year, probably like a good 300, 400 videos that I was posting on YouTube just day to day. And to be honest, yeah, I probably did about 400 videos last year. And then this year is about a good 1,400. because I got 1,800 videos, almost 2,000. So you do the math, right? I mean, to be honest, I have. And next year is going to be better. Next year I have 2,000. My catalog's going to continuously grow. And I do miss my TikTok videos. I had put a lot of effort and energy into growing my account and monetizing my account. But it is what it is, you know, like with anything and everything, good things don't last long. You enjoy it while it's around. And you learn from it. Been learning a lot about investing, like not putting all my eggs in one basket, not worrying about one stream of income and not depending on one stream of income. To me, that's almost like not having no stream of income. And I've been there before. Hated there, and I vowed on myself to never go back. So I manage these different creative streams of income, these different things that I'm telling you about. They bring in money. It's not like I really work for it, but it's something I enjoy doing, and it brings me a sense of peace, and it brings me money. It brings me money. Um, I'm striving for way more, but I'm learning. I got to learn how to do this. It's only my 1 year in with digital marketing and all these digital products. Next year, it'll be way more experience. And as far as with Team Angie, this is our 3rd year, continuously pivoting from one thing to the next. What we have is an addition, which would digital marketing come from, as far as private personal consultant, advocating for mental health awareness. Still working on different things to help the people in need. And that's just what this is all about. Building a foundation, baby steps. 3-year-old, it's just learning how to really stand up for yourself, learn how to walk and talk. And that's what Team Angie is, like a baby booming and putting ourselves in position to stand strong and be solid, getting the good nutrients that we need, nurturing day to day. And the marathon continues. That's what it's about. The ups and downs, the failures, the success. The story is to be continued. What we're currently working on is mental health, getting my mind right so that the mind of the body can be right and follow as well, you know, into a healthy direction. That's what I was talking about when I first started. Next year, it'd be more sacrifices on letting certain things go and just making room for better things in my life. Um, Especially with these cryptos and to stop digging in them because that's what I dig in it for to smoke. And then I look dumb at the end of the day. It's like, man, if you want more, you have to give more. And you can't be penny pinching off of it, taking it away. So that's what I really been just like um, conscious about. Like, why am I doing myself injustice, holding myself back? And I'm at the point where I'm tired of that. Sometimes you just gotta really be tired of being tired. You gotta really hit rock bottom. You gotta really examine yourself and be honest with yourself. And that's what this is about, me being honest with myself, balancing out my professional life and the life that I'm designing, you know. It's what it's going to take. It's what it takes to evolve. The person I need to become can't continuously the way that I'm going, and that's just what it is. So, yeah, if you guys want to embark on this journey with me and challenge yourself as well, we can challenge together day to day. Um, just seeing what it's like. I want to reach 365 days of sobriety. Like I say, that's my New Year challenge because I am. Um, I probably might smoke again. But yeah, that's what I'm on this year. I'm gonna hold myself to it. And it is what it is. Like, let's get into this Black Friday scheme though. People been talking about the sales and stuff. They the ones who've been out here in a way like basically just trying to take from people, not really giving any value to people, not understand where the people are. You gotta meet people where they at. Even though Jesus is Lord and Savior, King of all, he come down here and got abused. He didn't come down here in no mansion. He didn't come down here in no fancy cars or clothes. He came out here showing love. Came down here, I mean, showing a different way to live, advocating for mental health awareness the way that he was teaching. All of these demonic energies and spirits and all of this crazy stuff going on in the world. He came to let us know that we have power and we can have peace. And that we don't have to fight these battles alone. We don't have to suffer in silence. That's why I advocate for mental health awareness, because it's a battle of the mind. It's a spiritual battle. All of these things set in front of us are distractions. These things are to keep us from drifting. To keep us drifting on by, drifting, not having control of ourselves, right? It's like if we was dropped in the middle of an ocean, you had a little paddle. You had something to hold to stay afloat, but you have no strength to go towards the sea. You have no strength to go towards the resource. You just, fuck it, I just gonna drift. Whatever I land at, that's where I'm gonna land at. Whatever come by my way is just whatever I'm gonna get, right? That's what a drifter is, and that's what it is when you have control of your mind and you lack the ability to think for yourself and also to shuffle the thoughts that you do have, like the strength to pay attention and be aware, to be accountable of what you're thinking, how your thoughts make you feel, etc. Don't be a drifter, floating on by life, letting life pass you by. Whether you choose to participate or not is a choice. And every choice adds up to what your life is going to become and what it is and what it's not. This Black Friday stuff, it's time to start putting more time and attention into building your own self and not giving these people their energy, hard earned money for things that aren't even needed nowadays. Can nobody give you a peace of mind? You can't purchase that from anywhere, but it's something that you can't have and attain. So I pursue happiness. The pursuit of happiness each day is my personal goal. I'm gonna see what they want to say about this Black Friday stuff. Real quick. Mhm. Hey, I'm gonna shop at the dollar store. Don't give me Dollar General, Family Dollar before they went up. I go to the dollar store. I'll be cool with that. They be having what I need, what I want. I can afford it. They'll give me some fucking tuna, crackers, mayo, you know what I'm saying? We got some fish fillets, some fish sandwiches, water, tea, honey. You got what you need. What's she talking about? All right. My thing is, where the fuck the jobs at? Let's talk about this year. Let's talk about these professions that's not going to be professions anymore. Healthcare. Talk about the government shut down and open back up, and people still haven't received their money. Some people still haven't been back employed. Some people still wondering when their food stamps are going to come hit their cards. And it's the 29th of the month. Not everybody received what they need. Not everybody is in position. Not everybody is, mentally doing well. A lot of people playing catch up, not because they're lacking, it's because of the government shutdown and messed stuff up. People who depend on their checks that haven't received those checks, that back pay, they still got to pay bills. They still got to feed their families. They still have emergencies coming up, car, whatever, right? Medical, whatever, right? People still got to live. And nobody's saying anything about that. But they're, oh, Black Friday, Black. No, where is the humanity? Humanity. Where is humanity? Humanitarian rights. As far as people looking out for people, we should be thankful that we used to be people like that. We need to focus on the direction we're headed at. People are suffering. People suffer in silence. People that smile the most, not always doing the best. Not those who are the loudest are always the ones who really in need. This world is a funny, crazy place. Truth is stranger than fiction. The truth is the love is lacking. The love in this world is a cold place. We're being hit with snowstorms. That's the reality of how this world is. It's a very cold, cruel place. And it's freezing over. It don't even want to deal with itself. Trying to keep people inside to not see what's going on outside. Be distracted on your phones, distracted social media, distracted with all of the nonsense that's going on in the world. Every weekend, turn up, turn up, turn up. I mean, it's time to start paying attention to what's going on. The way that they use this world to trap your energy and to be a part of this clown show that goes on every day. People don't even know how quick they are to drift into this shit and be a part of it. That's what I say. Don't become a drifter, right? Don't allow your mind to be floating off into a world where your body is just simply following behind non-playable characters, some NPCs, people out here just gone drifting. You see them every day, all the time. You look at a person out here tweaking, you're like, what's going on with that person? They're drifting. They don't know. And it's sad though, right? But yeah, Black Friday ain't what it used to be. People getting ripped off. They see the scams, just like with the designer, right? Everybody know, we all knew that shit was fake. People looking dumb, they spend all their hard-earned money on some name brands to realize China been pushing out all this stuff. They making everything everybody got. Only difference is when it get to where it's at, the place that it's at to put their little stamp on it and say, yeah, we help make this product. If this lighter came from Africa and I put my sticker on there, now it's made in America, but majority of it was came from Africa. But for you as a consumer, you think, oh, this is that new African thing or whatever, right? I mean, that new American lighter thing. But I ain't tell y'all the gift. I ain't tell y'all the secret to business to sales, right? As a seller, this is how I whoop y'all. Use psychology to know this stuff. I use scientists to figure out how to manipulate the masses, right? All of this stuff is by design. It's no coincidence how these certain people, which are the companies, pick certain colors, pick certain logos, signs and symbols. You know, these things are speaking to you at all times, conveying messages. And for people who are not conscious, they are simply being a receptor of these messages. And it is what it is, right? Just because you don't agree or believe what something is, that doesn't mean it is what it is. If you take the heart symbol and say this is going to be for the Batman cave or whatever, right? You keep it at that, but the heart of it all is this is what it means and this is what it is. And those who tap into what it is get what they get from it. Just like if I give you guys a quarter, right? A 25-cent quarter, you could be like, oh, okay, this is just a bookmark and never see the value of it and use it as a bookmark while other people are breaking change from it, betting with it and doing whatever with it, right? Using it for its true value. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. Just because you use something for what you think you're using it for, you might not even really know what this thing really is about. But when you spend time knowing yourself, you spend time with Christ. Christ will show you these things and he'll reveal these things unto you. Because you spend time in holy and high places looking down at the world for what it is and being humble enough to be in position to be used like that. Not thinking that you know everything so you don't have time to seek knowledge. But, you know, this is sacrifices, being grateful that you can be needing God to help give you these type of point of views in life, right? I'm finna end this really, really soon. We finna get through the rest of this. This Black Friday have been quiet though. I see people with the sales and stuff, but they starting to shut up too. Like they tried it, but you know, as people always do, they gonna try it. You give them a little room, they gonna pull it. But it's like the conscience of the collective people, like, nah, we ain't going for that. We not really caring about that. Even with the place, like they seeing Thanksgiving for what it is. Like, who don't eat every day? Some people don't, right? But we ain't gonna share with them. We don't care about them. It's like now it's like, okay, this is done, right? Let's switch the narrative up. Let's make it more about something more meaningful. And a lot of people, I mean, it's hard around this time of year. It's going to get worse. The winter time where it's dark, so people put lights out for holidays or whatever. But it's dark out here. It's a dark world. Without these holidays, it's hard to even see outside, right? And people leave these lights up from October to January, sometime even February, coming into Valentine's or March. But anyway, right? It's a dark period. It's a long dark period. It's a long dark time. People draw into the darkness. Might sound crazy, but they do, right? My homie used to tell me, man, stick with the light. And it's like he knew, like God's children know, children of the light. When the devil was bombarding your mind and he wants you to come chill in the darkness and literally chill in the darkness where you get beat up with negativity and all these things that are unlike the light, right? Total opposite. And I used to think about that. I sit in the dark room, blinds down, listening to rap, to all type of negative stuff, and just be in a dark mood. And then he'll be like, man, stick with the light. Then I go outside or open the blinds and I feel light. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not thinking about that dark stuff. I'm not listening to that trash. I'm guarding my mind more. I'm with the light, right? So yeah, and life will bring you to the darkness. You'll lose people. I've lost my auntie this year. It's really hard. And things like that, right? People are suffering from loss, grieving. These situations put you in dark times and they keep you there. But my message to you is to stick with the light. It might be comfortable in the dark, but I promise you that don't bring anything better. It'll never make you feel any better. You have your moments, your highs where you find those temporary reliefs, like I was talking about drugs, alcohol, sex, women, whatever, right? At the end of the day, you'll be more drained than you ever knew. You'll be more lost than you ever could find. Be out here trying to find yourself. You won't even remember who you are. And looking in the mirror, not even knowing who you are. Chasing after different things. Fulfilling yourself with vanity, right? Fame, desires. Those are the worst drugs to me. Um, People starting to wake up though. Some people. Some people will remain lost. But yeah, for people that's grieving, give them some time too, because these times, especially with Christmas, I don't really celebrate holidays, and that's a reason why. When I lost my sister, I was like semi-Christian. Um, I never stopped believing in God, but I was angry with God, and therefore my heart was hardened. So it was hard to hear from God. It was hard to see God, and therefore it was easier to stick in the darkness, stick with the dark. That's how I end up like um well, to be honest, um, I always been a spiritual type of person. Like I always had that sixth sense. I always had that third eye open. I always just knew it was more than life, more than myself, right? And I always knew there was power in God. I always knew there was a God. I always knew like um God is real and God is there. But when my heart was hardened from God, I never knew like there was, an enemy of God, and that as real as God is, as real as his enemy is as well. And I started having those experiences um with God's enemy, living in the darkness. That doesn't mean you're on the enemy's team. The enemy will bless you as well, but that doesn't mean that they care. The closer you get, the more you'll be able to be destroyed, the quicker, let's just say, right? And that's when I started having like night terrors, start seeing different little stuff, and started realizing like, yeah, it's a real spiritual world out there. And if they can, these things will kill you. They'll fuck you up as quick as they can. They come however they can. They come physically, sometimes they come mentally, spiritually. Oh, Lord, may well live. If you're wondering how you can get that, do that. Subscribe to my Facebook channel. I have all type of crafty ideas, holiday seasons, every holiday, do-it-yourself projects, recipes, things you can do with your families and friends. Create your own traditions. Man, I got so many exclusive posts. That's what that's about. For those of you wondering what's being posted in Team Angie exclusive Facebook community page, that's exactly what it is, and that's exactly what you can get. But nevertheless, peace and blessings. Happy Saturday. Make sure that you guys get into my email list, grab your free blueprint copy, and look out for that newsletter coming out at 9 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Central. It was 9:30 actually. 9 to 9:30 today. It'll be dropping a few hours from now. I'm kind of tired. I don't even know, but 9 Central. I'm on Eastern Standard Time. I'm from the Midwest, but I'm still in the Midwest. I'm kind of broken up in Michigan. We're on Eastern Standard Time, and then Chicago, Illinois is Central. My dad's all the way on Mountain Time on the West Coast. So I'll be trying to keep up with these times. And one of my queens, my only queen, favorite lady, right there in Africa, like a few hours ahead. I want to say like 4 or 5. So I'll be trying to drop at a decent time. I feel like my 10 a.m. when I go live, if I can, this is what I usually was trying to do for this year. That was my goal. As you can see, I haven't been sticking with it. Next year, I'm gonna try to do better. Hopefully, I can or whatever, right? But anyway, that's my goal, my plan. If you guys want to help and support me, it's free. Make sure you subscribe to my Team Angie LC page on YouTube.